Hello humans, it's just Martine and welcome to the start of another weekly reading vlog. I hope I have a good reading week because this vlog is only going to last Monday through Friday because Squash That series 24 and 48 round is this weekend, so I'll be doing a separate video for that, obviously. So we'll see what we can get through here. I'm looking at the books that I'm reading right now and I'm thinking I'll get at least 2 out to you, but I also want to be better about vlogging other things because I feel like during my Heartstopper readathon vlogs, I was just like, books, readathon, books, readathon. That's it. So I'm hoping we get back on track with all of that. And we're starting that by actually starting this vlog when I'm supposed to be starting it on a Monday. So let's get to it.
Terrible things started happening when you walked away. So that's why I stay right here. 'Cause when all of my dreams seem so out of...
Hello there. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday approaching afternoon. I just realized I didn't end my outdoor walk. It's approaching noon on Tuesday and I just finished listening to the audiobook 9 Liars by Maureen Johnson, which is the 5th and most recent book in the Truly Devious series, although I do know that there is a 6th that will come out eventually. Goodreads says it doesn't have a name yet though, so I think it's going to be a minute, so I can confidently count myself as caught up on this series. I'm giving this one 3.5 stars, so it wasn't my favorite of the series, but it was okay. I think in this one, I cared more about what was happening between the main cast of characters than I did what was happening with the mystery, because in this one, we're following Stevie and her friends as she tries to solve yet another mystery, and so this is a standalone mystery novel within this series of Truly Devious. And there were some things that I really liked about how the friends interacted in this. Like, Nate told us something that I was so happy about. But yeah, overall, it was just like, if you don't really care about the mystery in a mystery book, it can't have the highest rating ever, you know? And I did find it harder to pay attention to than the last book in this series, so there's that. But it's another book down the hatch, so.
You're crystal clear. You don't disappear, baby. No. So why would I unfollow you when you're the only thing unhallowed me? And why would I try to hide the truth when I feel so empty without you?
Hello, happy Thursday. This morning I finished reading And Then She Vanished, which when I originally randomly picked it out of my Kindle library to read, like looked at covers and was like, that one, I thought was going to be a mystery, and it kind of was, but it's actually technically a sci-fi book because there's time travel involved. So in this one, we're following Joe, and when he was 14, he took his sister to the fair and she vanished, and he's kind of been haunted by this ever since then. It's ruined his family, his life, all of those things. And one day he discovers that suddenly he can time travel, and so he's obsessed with the idea of going back and saving his sister. But actually time travel is a little more complicated than he thinks because it's got all these rules that he's got to figure out through trial and error, and that kind of prevents him from getting to his sister. So we're just following his journey as he discovers that and tries to save Amy, and I'm giving this 3.5 stars. I thought overall it was like a fun time, enjoyable read, light, whatever, bittersweet at some points, but it was like nothing crazy special or anything. So 3.5, a really good time. And technically, but don't tell the receptionists, that was my read for Sephirothon this week. Sephirothon is this wacky readathon hosted by a couple of people, and each week we get a new video with a different prompt. And in the Discord, the receptionists, so the people in charge of the readathon, have been messing with people's prompts all week and saying things like, oh, it turns out that that was the wrong room key, so you have to go and read a different book for it. Anyway, so I've been keeping quiet in the chat and reading my little book, and I haven't even told them that I finished it. which I hope is okay, but I did finish it. It was this because the prompt was to read a book in the same genre or that was like a book that you rated the lowest. And I cannot yet tell you, for reasons, what was the lowest book, but it was a sci-fi, and so I chose a sci-fi. So there was that. I'm hoping to finish at least one more book to talk to you about. I only have this much left of The Guest List by Lucy Foley, so hopefully that's a project for tonight. Hello, it is now approaching 6 p.m. and I just finished reading The Guest List by Lucy Foley, which I'm giving 4 stars. For most of this book, I was just like along for the ride, enjoying getting to know the characters and the atmosphere, and then the end got a little crazy, but I really enjoyed this. Like, I had a fun time, and that's often what I want from a book. I either want to feel a lot of things or I want to have a good fun time, and this definitely was a fun time for me. I appreciated that. In this one, we're following 5 different people as they go to this secluded island for a wedding. We're following the bride, the +1, the best man, the wedding planner, and the bridesmaid. And we're also in like a dual timeline situation, even sometimes a like trio of timelines, basically between things that have happened in the past, things that are happening leading up to the wedding, and then what happens at the end of the wedding. These characters are really interesting, and I really liked the way that Lucy Foley did this certain set of chapters that I can't even tell you about. Basically, if you've read the books, then I really liked what she did with the "and then the lights went out" chapters. I really loved that aspect of this book. I won't be finishing anything else that I can tell you about before the start of Squash That series tomorrow night. And I also probably won't have anything interesting to talk to you about like in general. So I think I'm going to end this vlog here. If you'd like to go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what's one book that you had a lot of fun reading recently, and subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye!